Number 2, Mr. Kyle Hyde, from Hotel Dusk, room 215. My next favourite character is actually from Hotel Dusk, room 215. This game I absolutely love. It's not actually a game, it's more an interactive novel. I love the graphics of it, the aging, the colouring, all hand-drawn images that have been watercoloured through. Beautiful graphics in my own opinion. I think it's definitely worth checking out, this game, for the DS Lite. The story is that Hyde, this guy here, he picks up the phone one day in his office. He's a policeman, and goes down to the dock, and his colleague is there. And unfortunately, Bradley, the guy turns around. Whoa! Very melodramatic. Don't move! And the guy shouts out, Mila! And slips into the water. Just a dream. Only it isn't. He was a cop. He's now a door-to-door salesman, and he drives around the country going from place to place. He works for a company called Red Crown, who gives him orders. Red Crown. Got it. How many? What's that? Alright, we'll send it out. Rachel, where the hell is Hyde? This is their offices. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole storyline for you. Why I like this character, Kyle Hyde. He has a lot of attitude. He's embittered, he's grumpy, he's a bit of an alcoholic. Not that that's a good thing, but it works for the storyline. And he is actually really hot for a drawing. The basic idea of this story is it's an interactive novel, not such a game. A lot of people get disappointed when they buy it for a game. It reads, you can scroll through the story, I think if you press the B button on your DS Lite, but I really like it. It's, Kyle Hyde goes in search of somebody, Bradley. He thinks Bradley isn't dead, and basically that's the mission. You try and find out as much as you can, solve a couple of riddles on the way, and see what you can do. There's not many shots of Kyle, but Kyle is a good looking man. It's nice to see some really good quality graphics on the DS Lite. A lot of these games tend to be very pixelated. The DS is a brilliant console. I love it. I wouldn't be without mine. But yeah, it's limited. As I said, this is an interactive novel. Once you scroll past the initial storyline and the initial opening, then it does become more interactive. There are puzzles you can solve, or in the beginning it's quite slow. The name's Kyle Hyde. Here, you can just use it. It's been 3 years since I quit the force and left New York. Now I'm a salesman for this outfit called Red Crown. On the surface, Red Crown's a door-to-door sales firm dealing in household goods. But Ed, the boss, has himself a little business on the side. He finds things that don't always want to be found, if you know what I mean. From time to time I lend a hand. Ain't the greatest gig in town, but hell, I got nowhere to be and nothing better to do. You hear me, Bradley? This is it. This is what I'll be doing until I find you. Yeah, okay. So for all you guys that want to practice your movie voiceovers, that's a good bit to play with. I love some of the phrases Kyle comes out with. Things like, great. An empty lobby with no one home. This is kind of the main picture you see a lot. It doesn't really show very well on this. Anyway, this is kind of the main pose he tends to do a lot. Nose a little bit in the air. Where's the front desk in this dump? He's so polite. It's great. He can be quite brash with a little kid that he saw on the stairs. He was quite rude, but I thought it was quite funny. Cute sign, pal. Guess that's where I check in. So yeah, as you can see, same pose over and over really. He does smile, believe it or not. You get around by moving the arrow key that's taken to the front desk and have a look. Okay, there's a bell. We want to ring the bell to get some attention. Guy's got a bell on the counter. Nice touch. It's all very sarcastic. So anyway. Yeah. And it just goes on. Maybe this dump isn't deserted after all. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling because I think you've seen enough of Carlhide. But my number 3 spot goes for this guy. He is a hot ex-detective.
Number 1. My Husky Pixel. And he's from Nintendogs, Dachshund and Friends.
This is my number 1 DS-like character. My puppy Pixel from Nintendogs. Nintendogs by DS Lite was a really great game. It's well designed, well thought of, and my puppy is very cheeky. He likes to chase his tail. Chase tail. Chase tail. I hate the sound of my own voice. Anyway, you can teach him tricks and he will sit on command and jump, and he likes to be fussed and petted. You take them out for walks, you feed them, you play games with them. He loves his ball. Take that back. He loves his ball and will chase after it for hours. Yeah, it's a really good interactive pet. The walking element is a bit lame in my opinion. You can probably search on Google, YouTube, whatever, any of the search engines, and find clips of people walking their dogs. But I've always wanted a dog as a child, and it's not possible right now for me to have a dog. Oops, sorry, that's a bit blurry. Pixel! Pixel! Good boy. It is voice interactive. You do notice the ears of the dog move when you call him, or when you give him a command. Pixel! Pixel! Okay, well, unlike now, of course. Or you can tap the screen to call your dog over and eventually it will respond. Like so. I just think he's so cute. I'll get the camera to focus. Oh well, but anyway. Oops, I dropped it on his nose. It's just a funny little character. It's well thought out, I feel. You do wish you could explore the city more, you do wish you could explore the apartment more with the puppy, but you know, it's really good for what it is, and I've had lots of hours of fun on this. I think this is one of my more played, if it's not a rhythm and music type game or device for making the DS into a musical instrument, then more often than not I'll be found hanging out with Pixel, taking him through competitions or just running in the park watching the character run around and interact with other dogs in the park. But yeah, Pixel. Let's call him back. Pixel. Okay, it's ignoring me. Okay, let's take away his ball. Where's it gone? Where's it gone, Pixel? Find it! Okay, I'm really sad because that dog would have done this anyway without vocal commands, but yeah, I'm crazy. Anyway, Pixel. So this is Pixel, my little guy, and I think he's just cute. So yeah, that's my number 1. Thanks for watching.